Hey guys, thanks for watching. My name is Esteban Solano. I'm a senior software engineer from Costa Rica and also instructor in Microsoft MVP. At this time, I'm going to show you how you create mobile applications with Xamarin using Visual Studio. That's pretty easy to do. You can just start by creating a new solution, and you can use one of those templates for the applications. So you can pick multi-platform, and under that, just pick blank Forms app. You can hit on next and provide a name for this. We are going to create just a basic example, so you can fill the name of your application here, and for that you can hit next and complete some minor details for this application. After that, well, I'm just using the previous project that I made with some modifications just to make things easier to you and illustrate the big concepts on here. Xamarin Explorer, in this case, the application we are building contains a shared library between an Android project, an Android, and an iOS project. So you can develop your app at the same time using the tooling for Android and iOS at the same time, which typically includes Android NDK and also Xcode for iOS. So once we got this, we can just right-click, hit Rebuild, and this is going to take the necessary pieces to have your application running eventually. So after this completes, you can just hit the Run button, and you should be able to see the application running. To provide more details about what we are going to build this time, we get this is the app.xaml, which is typically the entry point for our application, and we got a set of views created by default, but you can elaborate on those, or you can remove them, or do whatever you need with them. Just to illustrate the concept on here, we are going to see a tab page which works at the same time for Android and for iOS. So we got pretty much like a UI on here, which is shared between Android and iOS, and we can run this. As you can see, we can use things like buttons, search bar, also list view, and this is just basically running the application into the Pixel device, which is an emulator version of that. Let's just wait some seconds and we can see the output for that. So this is basically the application. We can use the native controls for the platform, and we can just check on the controls, for example. We can use or drag even for those controls and hit some buttons. This is available, the code for this is also available in GitHub on my account, so you can double check and get the latest build for this one. So we are going to just stop this for a moment, and we can go to iOS to see the same in iPhone X version for this. As you can see, there are some differences between the Android version and the iOS version, which is handled by the platform. We are using the native components, so you can provide a better user experience to the users of your application and continue creating great experience for both platforms at the same time. So we just need to provide some seconds for this to continue, but I can tell you more about this one. Eventually, for the case of the tabs, as we saw previously, you'll get the same experience for having the tabs, which is something very common and used in the case of the Android applications. So this is the same version of the application, but running in iOS. So we can pick a list. We are just using different icons for this, just to use some fancy icons for this one. But this is pretty much the behavior that you get. And in the case of, I don't know, if you want to provide some colors, you can do your own colors or use the color that you want, and also use the same elements or color names for this one. This is pretty much how it looks, and if you can note on here, there's a slight or minor difference between this and this. In this case, for Android, we're using the tabs on the top, but also that's also a thing you can make on your own, or you can just provide element on here, which is Android tab page toolbar placement, and you can change things to be on the bottom. As I mentioned previously, you can do things specifically for Android, so this is only going to affect the Android version for this application. So we can just build the application again and see how it looks. And we should be able to go to see and have tabs for the application and also for the both scenarios of the application. That should be it. And as you can see, we get the tabs on the bottom of the page. So I hope you enjoyed this video. As I mentioned, this is going to be on GitHub. You can just take the URLs from here. This is the URL for the project, and continue seeing other updates that I got. So thanks for watching. That's pretty much it.